god, I feel so nervous to make this video. Hey, what's up you guys? It's Alexis. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Alexis Young, and today I want to be talking about a topic that I honestly full-heartedly do not feel comfortable making, just because I never thought that I would make this type of video on my channel. It's nothing necessarily bad. I don't want you guys to think that's gonna be a bad video, but it's about a topic that I never like really hit on. I have kind of been like rebranding my channel to make it somewhere that I can enjoy making videos and you guys would enjoy the content as well. This video isn't going to be particularly about the brand. It's going to be about YouTube and YouTube as a whole. I'm going to be talking about the diversity on YouTube. I feel like it was kind of like not really my duty to talk about it, but like me being a small YouTuber who's Black, who's also a girl, I feel like, I can kind of give my input on this whole situation and kind of just, give my thoughts on it. I wrote down some notes. You guys remember this little notebook from my last video? Yes, I wrote some notes down. Grab a snack, grab something to drink, make yourself comfortable because we're going to talk about some things. Before we get into the video, if you're not subscribed to my channel, you should do that, like right now. Yeah, it's right there. Y'all go subscribe right now. Let's get into the video. Okay, so the first thing I kind of want to talk to you guys about is what inspired me to make this video in the first place. So about a couple of weeks ago, a YouTuber by the name Daniella Perkins made a video of, her going on this brand trip with this brand. I'm not gonna name the name of the brand. They invited Daniella to go to this event called Coachella. If you guys know what Coachella is, then like, girl, you've been under a rock. Like, Coachella is that event. It's basically a music event for like, everyone can go if you have money and you just listen to music or whatever. But Daniella was invited on the trip and it was just her vlogging her whole experience. And like, there was a part in the vlog where she had like a mental breakdown, and she was like crying, and she was even explaining herself why she was crying, that she didn't feel like she fit in with the group of girls she was with.
So here's the thing, I feel like a big ass pussy right now. I just feel like so awkward and like, I don't know, I just feel like I hate it. I don't like Coachella at all. I literally hate it so much. I don't want to be here. It's too much. I don't know how to like, I feel like I don't know anyone, and it's just, I don't know, I feel so uncomfortable.
I watched it, I paid attention to it, and then I kind of just like went on with my day. So after I watched that video, another video popped up in recommendation list. 2 videos by these girls named Annie Long and ItzKeisha. And so they were basically just talking about, Daniella's situation and her feeling out of place and everything. So one thing that they both talked about in their videos was the whole living situation of the brand that, invited Daniella on the trip. Turns out that there was this big house and there were 2 areas. One area, there was 3 beds and 1 bathroom. In the other area, there was 5 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. The area that Daniella was in, it was like, most were like all the girls of color were staying. So it was like, I think it was Nia, Daniella, Verena, and then on the other side was like, the other type of girls. Like, I think it was My Life is Ava, a bunch of like other Instagram girls. I don't know their names. But where Daniella was staying, it was like really like rusty looking. In my opinion, it looked very rusty, and like the beds, how they were set up and everything was just not very cute. But with Ava and like her situation, like the beds look amazing. Like there were 2 bathrooms, and just like it was just way like different living situations like for that weekend.
Day 2, it's me, Verena, and then the girl named Diamond.
We switched rooms, so we have the room connecting to, who is it? Ellie, Aaron, Summer, and Kalani. We're all sharing a room now.
Besides the whole living situation that they were talking about in the videos, they were also talking about how like this brand doesn't really care about like girls of color and doesn't really show them like, that much like, I guess, respect. I saw on this brand's Instagram, they did apologize for like everything. And currently at the moment, I have nothing but respect for that brand for, being aware of what was said on social media by people making videos and just like all of that, because if anything else, they can actually learn from this situation and be like, okay, we can definitely step this up in, you know, a certain area where there are issues. And not saying that they were forced to apologize or anything, but I genuinely think that, you know, as a brand and they want to succeed, they will, like, you know, do better in certain areas like this. But at the same time, I do understand, you know, what the two girls were talking about in their videos. I definitely do think that besides the whole brand situation, that YouTube in general could just do so much better with diversity. For example, YouTube, they post a lot on their Instagram, and I know they do this thing called Creator of the Day. And, you know, I feel like when it comes to YouTube and Twitter and Instagram and, you know, YouTube posting on these platforms, they could do so much better for, you know, Black creators, brown creators, anything around that area. Now, me as a small YouTuber, I have definitely, you know, experienced some issues where it's like, wow, like, do people actually care about my content, or am I not just being promoted enough, or whatever? Like, I feel like there's just so much to cover when it comes to this whole topic. And yes, there are so many creators that they promote on their Instagram and other social media sites that, you know, don't look like me, or, you know, darker skinned YouTubers, you know, brown YouTubers, that includes like Middle Eastern YouTubers, Indian, etc. There's just so much that YouTube can do to improve, like, when it comes to promoting. And I feel like I'm kind of getting off topic because I was talking about the whole brand situation and now moving to YouTube, but I do think they go like both hand in hand, because in the end of the day, like, it's all social media and it's all about the creators and, you know, how they treat the creators. And, you know, when it comes to like brand trips or, you know, anything involving making content, I just feel like there's so much more that all of these companies could do to help notice, you know, diversity and all different types of people. So for my first example, and I'm just saying this right now, I am not shaming this person whatsoever. I love this person's videos. Like, I think they're very entertaining. But let's take, for example, like Emma Chamberlain. Emma was like a small YouTuber, what, like last year? And like these last like 9 months, she has grown tremendously. And personally, like, I mean, she has really good content, very enjoyable. The way she edits, like, it's really like fun. She grew like really quick. When you see her versus, you know, another YouTuber that was possibly on the same amount of success, like, she just skyrocketed. And I am not going to discredit her for, you know, putting effort into editing her videos. You guys have to notice, like, I mean, it was pretty quick how she grew. I'm not trying to be shady, but like at the same time, besides the whole, you know, diversity on YouTube thing, the algorithm needs to be fixed, definitely. I know so many subscribers of mine that will just like, they'll just be like, Alexis, like, you haven't uploaded in such a long time. And I'm just like, I have been uploading, like, you just have not seen it. And that definitely goes with like the promoting situation too. I feel like that's an issue for everyone though, because the algorithm is really messing us up right now. It's definitely knocking down some people that work really hard on making videos and content. We need to do whatever we can to get these views up, honey. But yeah, back to, you know, Black and brown creators. I feel like, you know, being a Black YouTuber that's small, I feel like I have to work 10 times harder for people to notice my videos and notice my work. And we can be making the best videos ever, but like no one noticed them because, like, you know, the main issue. For example, when I was first starting YouTube, I want to say back in like 2016, I was at the same level as this other girl. We used to be friends. I haven't really talked to her in a very long time though, but we both started YouTube around the same time. And I want to say in like a 9-month span, she had already hit like 1,000 subscribers and I was at 300 subscribers. Definitely us making like the same content. She definitely skyrocketed faster than I did. And it was like, wow, like, what is it that she's doing? And I would ask her, like, what are you doing? Like, what type of videos are you making now? She would just be like, you know, I'm making the same videos as you. Like, just, you know, be consistent, be consistent. And yes, she was white, by the way, but yeah, it was like, wow. I'm not sure where she is now, but like, you know, I hope her the best. I hope she's doing good. She hit a milestone that I was trying to hit for a very long time. Another thing that I noticed is that when it comes to the trending page, you know, the trending videos, you know, are trending videos. but like I never see like, you know, black girls. I never see like Asian women. I never see brown women. Like I never really see that. I mean, maybe it's just me, maybe you guys see it. I don't know. I feel like many people can't really see black girls and brown girls when like in a different light. Like we're so used to making like certain type of videos, but like, you know, when it comes to like vlogging or when it comes to, you know, anything besides beauty or fashion, people just aren't used to seeing us in that light. And yeah, there are YouTubers like Jackie Aina, you know, love her. But like, who else is there besides Jackie Aina? Like besides the beauty and fashion? I feel like definitely 2019, you were seeing like a big variety of different types of content. Now, let's talk about something that was actually very recent, the Creator Summit. One YouTuber that I watched her video, her name is Leah. Her username is Leah Lay. She was actually talking about, you know, the same topic that I am. And she mentioned how the Creator Summit, how she was like looking on Instagram and how like she couldn't find any like black and brown creators, you know, at this summit. But she looked on the Instagram, like there weren't any like black and brown creators. She did mention later on in the video that she did find a couple of pictures. So I mean, that's good. It's a step in the right direction, but I definitely see, you know, the whole promoting a little bit more than like what has already been shown. I think that YouTube should definitely start promoting black and brown YouTubers and stop showing problematic YouTubers, promoting them 24/7, because the amount of times that I have seen, I really don't want to name drop anyone. Like I really don't. I think we can all think of like that one YouTuber that's like really problematic, and like he's done something in the past and he's still growing as a YouTuber, like. But yeah, I definitely think that when it comes to promoting black and brown YouTubers, you know, whether it be like a brand trip or like, you know, a brand doing a brand trip, or YouTube in general, just promoting something different, something new, because I promise you guys, like, doesn't it get boring like seeing the same thing all the time? Many other YouTubers that I watch that are black and brown, they have talked about it. They've either tweeted about it, they've been like, you know, made a story on Instagram. Annie, Keisha, Leah, they've definitely inspired me to make this video and to talk about it. So I know there are events like YouTube Black. By the way, in love with YouTube Black. I love the fact that there is a YouTube Black. There's just so much that I think that can be improved on when it comes to, you know, promoting. Creators are just, you know, they're doing amazing. I think, you know, at the end of the day, like, we're all creators, you know, we all make content to entertain people. You know, I do really want that push for black and brown creators, you know, including myself, including like anyone else. We definitely deserve, you know, more recognition, and you know, all of that definitely is something that I think is very important. I think I hit every point that I could. What are you guys' thoughts on the whole diversity on YouTube situation? Leave a comment down below and tell me how you guys feel. Let's have a conversation about it. Nothing negative. If I see a negative comment, I'm blocking you. I will do whatever I can to keep that negativity out of the way, because we don't need that. This is a very safe space, okay? But if you like this video in general, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not done it already. I will leave the original videos that I mentioned in this video down below in the description box as well. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah.